You're about to hear a story that could have been yours. A story about someone who had every reason to fail, but still chose discipline over excuses. And it saved his entire life. So before you scroll away, ask yourself, what would my life look like if I stopped negotiating with my own weakness? Because today's story is not just a story, it's a mirror.
Ethan Miles was 19 when life hit him hardest. He lived in a small Ohio town where dreams were big, but effort was small. Most of his friends worked small jobs, partied every weekend, and repeated the same line: "Life is what it is, man. Just deal with it." But Ethan's life wasn't normal hard. It was chaotic. His father had left when he was 12. His mother worked double shifts and still couldn't pay the bills. They lived in an old apartment where winter air slipped through broken windows. And teachers always said the same thing: "You're smart, Ethan, but you don't care enough." He did care. He just didn't know how to win. Every night he looked in the mirror and asked, "Why am I stuck?" But one night changed everything. It was 2:17 a.m. when Ethan awoke to the sound of his mother quietly crying in the kitchen. He walked out and saw her sitting with overdue bills scattered like broken promises. "Mom, what's wrong?" She didn't look up. "I can't do this anymore, Ethan. I'm working myself to death, and we're still drowning." Something inside Ethan shattered, not because of the bills, but because he realized his mother had been stronger than him for years. The next morning, without telling anyone, Ethan walked to the nearest gym. Not to get fit, to learn discipline. Inside the gym, he saw a quote on the wall: "No one is coming to save you. Save yourself." Something clicked. That day, he made a deal with himself. Wake up at 4:30 a.m. Run 2 miles. Take cold showers. Read 10 pages. Work 8 hours. Train 1 hour in the evening. Day 1, he wanted to quit. Day 3, his legs burned. Day 7, he threw up behind the gym. Day 12, his alarm felt like torture, but he never stopped. Every day he remembered his mother crying and that quote on the wall. After 30 days of consistency, something changed, not outside, but inside. His mind got sharper, his focus deeper, his confidence stronger. He realized discipline is not punishment, it's freedom. One evening, after 45 days of consistency, he met an older man in the gym named Mr. Dawson. "You're here every night. Why?" he asked. "I want to take control of my life," Ethan replied. The old man smiled. "You don't rise to your goals. You fall to the level of your habits." That sentence became his religion. He stopped scrolling, stopped hanging out with lazy friends, stopped wasting hours, started respecting time. He turned discipline into his identity. Then, Ethan applied for a job at a construction company. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't easy, but it paid. He showed up earlier than everyone, worked harder than everyone, stayed later than everyone. In 6 months, he was promoted. In 1 year, people twice his age asked him for advice. He saved money, studied business at night, learned investments, and trained his mind the same way he trained his body. At age 23, he opened his first small contracting business. Everyone was shocked. His old friends asked, "How did you do it?" Ethan smiled. "Simple. I stopped waiting for motivation and started relying on discipline." But the real turning point came at 25. Ethan bought his mother a house. Not big, not fancy, but warm, safe, and filled with peace. The day he handed her the keys, she cried again, this time with joy. I'm proud of you, Ethan. You became the man this family needed." Ethan didn't respond. He just smiled, because he finally understood something. Self-discipline didn't just change his life. It built his life from the ground up. And now, the question shifts to you. What is the habit you know you need to start? What excuse do you need to kill today? What would happen if you became just 1% more disciplined, starting right now? Remember, you don't need a perfect plan. You don't need the perfect moment. You don't need motivation every day. You just need the discipline to begin. Today. Right now. This very moment.